I am Ezekiel Powers, and welcome back to another episode of This Week in Sportscenter, week number 14 of the NFL. We talk about, is Tom Brady the greatest of all time? Because there are hints that he might retire at the end of the season. Should the Packers have fired Mike McCarthy? And we'll also get into the injury report for this week. Without further ado, Thursday Night Football, as you see, the Oakland Raiders get back on the winning streak after their roller coaster season. They are now 7-6. Chiefs are 8-5 in a pivotal divisional matchup that might be a wild card battle. Right here, you see the Raiders win 21-0. Derek Carr 2 touchdowns. Amari Cooper 81 yards and a touchdown. Moving on, we have the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Buffalo Bills as they go 8-5, 7-6. The wild card race is shaping up to be a good one. As again, this might be pivotal. As you see, the Steelers again 16-2. Roethlisberger, not that much offense in this game total. It was basically Tyrod Taylor throwing 4 interceptions and not getting the job done. Marcel Darius on the Bills, what a day, 5 tackles, 1.5 sacks, and had the only points with a safety. Moving on to the game of the week, the AFC matchup that could be for the first seed, as the Tennessee Titans are coming in on win streak facing on the Denver Broncos, but they throw a early pick on the first drive. On the very next drive, 3rd and 12, Joe Flacco throws another pick, so instead of settling for 3, they're just going to throw another interception. Now, later on in the game, after the Titans could not do nothing, about 1 minute left in the first quarter, look at Joe Flacco getting hit, throws it deep to Demaryius Thomas. Rashad Johnson could not go up and get it. He didn't jump, and that is the first score of the game for the Denver Broncos. Now you see right here, down by 7-3. Look at this. They're going to do a fake fullback dive to Denard Robinson, who's going to jump and flashes his way into the end zone. Now down by 7. The Titans, they're driving down the field. Look at Thomas Rawls getting it stripped by Brandon Marshall, and that is going to be pivotal. So not only does Eddie George and the Titans not score, they lose the ball. So now down by 4, 6 seconds left, and at the 10-yard line, look at this. Blake Bortles in the pocket. He sees Anthony Fasano open in the end zone, and that's an interception that will seal the game. Broncos win 20-16. They end the Titans win streak, and I just cannot believe what I just saw, because if that had been Gronkowski, maybe that would have been a touchdown. But look at Blake Bortles, his worst game of the year, 264, 4 interceptions. Corey Coleman, 5 receptions, 122 yards. Demaryius Thomas had 137 and a touchdown as well. Nelson had a career day with a pick 6 as well. Moving on, we had the Cincinnati Bengals losing to the Cleveland Browns 24-23 in an AFC North divisional matchup. Andy Dalton, 219, a touchdown, 2 interceptions. AJ Green, 102 and the touchdown. RG3 got to start this game, 352, 3 TDs and 2 interceptions, looking like his rookie year with that performance. Now moving on, we had the Bears taking on the Lions, and right here, look at Jay Cutler. Did not see Jonathan Bostic right there, and Bostic has been a pretty great addition for this linebacker group. This guy has stepped up his game since the trade deadline, getting about almost a pick a game. Now you see right here, they're down by 7. Look at Matthew Stafford driving his team down the end zone, throws a nice touchdown to Eric Ebron. And right here, they're going to hit the field goal and go into overtime. However, in overtime, about 3 minutes left, after the Bears punted it off on the first time, the Lions drive down. They kick the game-winning field goal. That's going to end the game 27-24 Lions. The Lions keeping their win streak alive. They're moving to 11-2, looking like a contender that could defeat the Dallas Cowboys as they face the Cowboys in a couple weeks. That's going to be the game of the week for that as well. Chicago Bears 2-11, looking like they're trying to get that first overall spot in the draft, but they're going to have to lose a lot more games. Moving on, we had an Indianapolis Colts defeating the Houston Texans 21-19. You see Brock Osweiler 159, a touchdown. You see Jared Strong, 49 yards and a touchdown. Andrew Luck, though, 322, 1 touchdown, but he did throw 3 picks. But look at Dante Moncrief, a $140 and a TD for him as Andrew Luck clutches out. Moving on, we have the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. As you see, the Jaguars beating them 8-5, 24-16. Marcus Mariota 304. 3 TDs. Look at TJ Yeldon, 107 on the ground. Look at Allen Robinson, a $112 and 2 TDs through the air, receiving. Jerick McKinnon, who's replaced Adrian Peterson, not a bad day, 16 carries, 58 yards. Moving on, we have the San Francisco 49ers taking on the New York Jets, and the Jets losing. This could be the game that gives the Jets a higher seed, a higher spot in the draft. As Ryan Fitzpatrick, 356 yards, 3 TDs, and an interception. Not a bad day. Eric Decker, a $129 and a touchdown. Colin Kaepernick, what a day. 259, 2 TDs, as well as a rushing touchdown, scoring 3 on the day. Moving on to win a nice anticipated game this week. The Seattle Seahawks losing to the Green Bay Packers as they're finally able to get a win with Leroy Butler, his second back-to-back win of the year. His second win overall, I should say. Aaron Rodgers, 242, 2 TDs, and 2 interceptions. Randall Cobb with 82 yards and a touchdown. Moving on to the Sunday night matchup, the Cowboys remain undefeated as Dak Prescott, even though he throws an interception, throws for 2 touchdowns and rushes for 1 as well. Ezekiel Elliott, 104 on the ground with a touchdown. Eli Manning, 145, two TDs through the air, and one of those was to Sterling Shepard with a 21-yard reception touchdown. Moving on to the Monday night matchup, we had the New England Patriots defeating the Baltimore Ravens. This is always a great matchup. Tom Brady, 167, 2 TDs, not the best, but he did enough to get the job done. Theo Riddick, 105 total yards from scrimmage and a receiving touchdown, and Martellus Bennett, 85 yards and a touchdown through the air as well. Carson Wentz, he did take a dirty hit early on this day, and look at the injury report. The Denver Broncos, even though they beat the Titans, they did not come out unscathed, as TJ Ward, DeMarcus Ware, and Joe Flacco look like they're going to be out for the rest of the regular season and potentially the postseason. You see Carson Wentz taking that dirty hit. He has a dislocated knee. He's probably available for the playoff game depending on how he heals. Well, ladies and gentlemen, these are your prime time players for week number 14. More NFL, more National Football League, more highlights. Go ahead and check out KiDDaGamer's channel for all of the Packers news updates in the NFL and the real life and on the game. I'm Zeke Powers, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.